All righty, here we are. Another episode of Iron Sharpens Iron. Today, we got a special guest, my man Jacob, who is moving into the Forever Project. And so you've had quite the journey up to this point inside the Forge Father, and then you moved on into the Forge Warrior, and now here we are, Forge Forever, man. And it's been great watching you progress through the program and transform, and excited to have you on the show, man. How's the day going?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's busy one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, started the way that I like to with hitting the workout this morning. So, yeah, good positive start to the day.
Yeah.
Just keeps away.
Got up, cranked it out. Now here we are, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Awesome, brother. We'll kind of do just a little bit of an introduction, like who are you, how many kids you got, all that type of stuff, man.
Yeah, so I'm Jacob, 32 from Nottingham in the UK. I've got two little kids at home, so my daughter who's coming up to 3, and my son who is just over 9 months now. So I've got 4 hands at home. And almost heading down to the gym is like a bit of a break for me. Sneak out.
Oh.
Man time, some alone time. So been married for 5 years, and I'm working in the construction industry as a manager with a small department for a contractor here.
Awesome, brother. So talk about like your journey up to this point. Like what are some of the big wins for you that you've experienced in the Forge Father? I mean, initially you came in on the Forge Father project. We built that foundation, and then we just got through the whole 13-week program, and now we're moving on to the Forever Project. For you, like what are some of the big wins that you've gotten from being in the program up to this point, man?
So yes, going right back to the start of the Forge Father project, the thing for me was what I didn't want to let anybody down by not performing, to introduce that bit of competition between two sort of people, if you like, as a group. I didn't want to be the pick, if you like, so just spurred on to start doing what I needed to do. Being my scores, doing the daily work, if you like. And that sort of spurred me on to get consistent goals, doing the workouts, principally the nutrition, the fuel side of things, making sure the numbers were spot on. And that's probably my biggest challenge really, is getting the numbers right, because without tracking anything, I guess I didn't really know what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was really doing sort of keto diet for a little while previously. The usual array, I guess, of different ways of eating to try and find the tackle.
Yeah.
Get consistent. It's been the biggest win. Is consistent things make a difference.
Yeah. And I remember, well, what was it, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we kind of did an update, check in on your nutrition, all that type of stuff. And one of the biggest thing is just for you has been the consistency from the get-go. Like when you first started the Forge Father, you were just consistent at just showing up every single day, putting in the work, and just progress over time. And then when we reconnected a couple weeks ago to check on your nutrition, like you had been so consistent, and the weight loss was kind of stalling out. But when we kind of connected, like it wasn't the weight loss, so to speak, that was like telling the story, because you were losing inches. You were actually gaining inches in the right areas, so like shoulders, arms, different things like that, but then losing inches in the waist.
Yeah,
so that was positive progress.
From the start, I was close to 90 kilos, very start, kicked off the Forge Father. And that had come off the back of having a bit of a break, plenty of beers, plenty of fish and chips, seaside food, ice cream. So just being on holiday with the family. Got back from the probably artificially high, so kilos pretty quickly, just by eating consistently. And then moving further forward, it's just been very small gains in terms of weight loss, but I can see physically it's more of a recomposition. I've added muscle in the right areas. And as you say, lost inches around the waist and small trousers and all this. But to take some bolted, by a small belt. So all of the little gains add up in the right areas. And it's sort of meant for the last maybe 6 to 8 months, my weight hasn't really changed very much. But my body fat percentage has come down, continuing to come down. As you say, just those calorie goals, pro goals through the way. Just, I guess I've done a sort of plateaus and steps, if you like. And everything's been going along. I've been feeling hungry. All of the marks have been there, and then it's sort of stalled between the numbers a bit, and it's come back. Same something again. So it's been a good process.
Yeah. And that's a key thing that you mentioned is like the plateau, like we'll get progress and then sooner or later that body it's going to adapt. It's going to run into a plateau. Like plateaus for anybody, they're inevitable, right? Like they're going to happen. And so the key to getting through those plateaus is number one, stay consistent, keep doing the work. And what makes it a little bit easier is from a nutritional standpoint, like if we're tracking and doing the things that we need to do there, we don't have to eat 100% clean or be on some strict diet, but we got to know the numbers, right? And so as long as we know that, like we can easily make tweaks and changes to that. Boom. Now we get some more progress going forward until again, we plateau. You've been staying consistent. We just make little tweaks, changes. That's going to keep pushing your progress forward until you get to a point where, I mean, you have the physique that you want, you're at the body fat that you want, and then you can kind of mill around that area and you can get away with a little bit more cheats and, you know, stuff that you want more often. Granted, we can do that along the way, but it's just about being consistent as a whole. Now, backing up, did you say off the bat that you lost 19 kgs?
No, it's just around about 10 kgs in total. Yeah.
From the first time, so from like I thought you said 19 kilograms. I was like, whoa.
No, my weight started over 1992. Just under 18. So, yeah.
Awesome. That's great, man. And
as you say, it's not much of a diet. There's an eating regime, and that's sort of hitting the numbers.
Yeah.
Sort of form. So if you're feeling that, Friday, you want to squeeze a pizza in and have a family night, then you can do that and just adjust the rest of your day to suit. But it's not a regime, which all diets seem to be.
Yeah.
So track road, if you like, and make it work to suit yourself.
Yeah. One thing to note with that, one thing just to bring to light here, because I know a lot of guys struggle with this, is like just the whole weight loss side of things. And like, that's what most guys focus in on. And what we've done is we've hit a good weight target, like where you're at, like you're solid. Now it's all just about the body composition. And like you said, recomposing the body, like just taking away from the body fat, maintaining muscle and actually building muscle. And the cool thing over this whole process that you know, we need to bring up here is you've been eating more and more and more and more food. Like, we haven't starved you, right? And so from the get-go, over this whole time, we've never taken food away from you. It's like we continually keep adding more, which some guys, like, they don't think that's possible. And basically we're building your engine. We've been putting on more muscle, and you need that fuel, right? And so now you have more energy, you feel better. So
the thing is, I guess if I'd have read it on the internet, I'd have read that you're probably not eating enough, eat more and you'll lose weight. I'd have read that and done whatever. That's yes.
yeah.
You know, it's absolutely what you say. You slowly add into the amount of calories, added carbs, added proteins in, increase the numbers. A daily intake. I lost weight along the way, which seems counterintuitive, but yeah, I mean, it's all about getting up the algorithm working for you rather than where it must have been at the start, must have been a really, really small part.
Yeah.
You know, it's
part of the process, man. Part of the process. So, but let's shift gears and let's talk about, like, where were you before all of this got started? Like, what were you doing before the Forged Father project? What were some of the things that you're trying? And I guess, like, where was Jacob at before we got this journey started, man?
So I guess for me, in terms of what I was doing, started December last year, because at some point where I just had tonsils. I ate everything I could get my hands on because I didn't feel very well. And by the time I got through Christmas, it was probably about as big as I've been ever. Thoroughly out of shape, struggling to keep up with my daughter running around. Just because the cardio fitness wasn't there, because I was too big to chase her around first time. But you know, I knew I needed to change something, otherwise I was going to end up from the couch and threw things at the kids. So that's when I sort of started looking for weight loss, and the first thing that I tried was keto, because I was seeing contemporary articles on it. It works, but you can stick to it. Personally, I live with a huge chocoholic, sweet tea. My wife, she loves chocolate, pizza, pasta, you know, all the things you can't eat when you get a keto diet. So she was constantly saying, you're sort of isolating yourself from the family because you're not eating the same. And encouraging me to do cheat days or cheat meals. Or, when you're doing that keto process, the one thing you can't do is it resets everything.
Yep.
Filling your glycogen stores, so that takes a couple of days before you're back in ketosis. And your sort of body weight loss starts over time. I mean, I was doing it so that it was a bit of a cyclical process. So Monday to Friday would be eating rigidly keto food. Then maybe Saturday would be a clean day. Sunday being sometimes a cheat day, sometimes a fast most of the day. To try and get the body back to reset. And obviously I would just stop with it because I'd have to take the missus and pop up. I could smell it, taste the goodness. That coupled with cheating at the weekends just stalled the progress, and was thoroughly frustrated with it, to be honest. So that's when going to get to the shape that I want to be in, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was only by coincidence videos popped up on my live feed, really, and starting the process.
That's how you initially found it, is on Facebook?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Yep.
I'm not sure whether you were doing a kettlebell or
something crazy, something to get your attention, right? So either way, man, I mean, fast forward to now, I mean, it's, and I totally get what you're saying. Like, there's been a lot of guys I've chatted with that have tried the keto, and I mean, it could work. It could definitely work, but if it's not lifestyle congruent with you, and if you're married and you got kids, it's going to be very, very difficult unless your better half, she's doing it too. I'll tell you right now, like, my wife, there's no way keto would ever work for me, because she's the same way. She's always got these little cakes and these desserts, and I like to enjoy these little cakes and desserts, and I do that, you know, multiple times during the week. And it just goes to show you, like, you don't have to be all or nothing, right? Especially like with keto, you have to be all or nothing. There is no balance or in between. Or if you try to have that, it's like you said, like Monday through Friday, you might get a little bit of progress, and then Saturday, Sunday, you know, you cheat or whatever, and then Monday you're just starting back at, you know, where you were the prior week. And so it's just like a constant cycle of just getting up and then falling back down, getting up, falling back down. And so it's more so about balance, right? So, but for you, like up to this point, like, I guess what's been, if you had to choose one for you personally, like, what's the biggest breakthrough that you would want to share in regards to this whole journey as a whole?
It's just getting the numbers right, being consistent, logging into the MyFitnessPal every day, tracking your calories. Because at the start, I sort of thought, well, I got to it within such a tight window to get things right. You know, I try and limit myself to within a gram of each macro goal.
Mm-hmm.
I usually hit it on the nose, to be fair. You know, don't mind the plus or minus or whatever. You know, get it bang on, because you can. But I started off thinking that was really rigid. I'm not sure how long it's going to last. But
Yep.
in reality, because of those goals and just re-tracking things before you put it in your mouth,
Yep.
see what it does. That's the key thing. You can pretty much do what you want.
Yep.
You want to eat a Snickers bar, you know, with your lunch, probably do it.
Yeah,
Make
absolutely.
sure it fits.
Yep.
That's probably going to take a good bite out of your fats and your carbs for the day. It's probably going to leave you light on proteins if that's all you're going to eat, but you can do it. Probably not for you.
Mm-hmm.
You really wanted to. And that for me is the biggest takeaway from this process has been the liberty to make what you want fit. You need it to.
Yeah. Because I know that was like thinking, like remembering back when we had that initial conversation before you joined, that was the big struggle for you. That was the thing causing you stress, anxiety, and overwhelm, was like the nutrition side. And I know for a lot of guys, that's the same case, is like they're so confused on what to do nutritionally. And you just said it, like it's as simple as consistency, right? Consistency. And I know when you first started, you know, the fuel process that we go through, it's not a strict diet, it's not a meal template, but it's specific to you, and it takes time. It takes time to get down. But once you get it down, here we are. It's like it's second nature to you. And here we are, we're making gains, we're eating more food. I mean, it's incredible, right? And so I mean, that is a huge takeaway, and it's not flashy, it's not exciting, but it's just consistency, right? Consistency. That's what it all comes down to, man.
I think I'm up to about 4 months now, back straight on.
Yep. Yeah.
Every day.
And how long does that take you? How long does that take you on a day-to-day basis now to simply just track your food, track your intake?
Barely takes me any time at all. So I tend to, during the week, eat very similar foods. So it's just like, today I went for apples in the fruit bowl that week, rather than a banana or an orange. So it's minor adjustments on a day-to-day basis. It probably takes me a little bit longer come the weekend to sort of stack up. Because I'll probably be a bit more fluid with meeting that. We'll go out somewhere, you've got to sort of take it together.
Yeah.
I think make the deed fit the crime when you get back home again. Fill out the rest of the list with what's in the fridge. So literally on a day-to-day basis, it's a matter of minutes. So I can just pin in a few recipes that got stored in.
Yeah. Super simple, man.
Yeah.
Super simple. Well, that's cool, man. I appreciate you sharing your side of the journey. I mean, like I said, it's been an awesome one thus far, and really now we're just getting started, because essentially what we've done, over that first 5 weeks and then the 13 weeks was just build up your foundation, and now you're in, the race, so to speak. So it'll be cool to see, how things progress from here, man. So you got anything else that you want to leave off on?
Guessing, the other thing that's been great has been the workouts. I haven't mentioned anything to do with your particular workouts, but they're good fun.
Yeah.
The mix of the heavy lifting and sort of mental type. I've really enjoyed them. It's sort of cardio, sort of bank, if you like, without really doing any cardio. So other than a couple of days where you go for sprints or running, that's not quite true. And then I didn't get anything to running on the treadmill. As part of your program, I haven't done any running, but I can move so much quicker, feel healthier, don't get out of breath. And that's just the clever programming. It's been a real benefit.
Yeah. It's been cool, man. Well, I'm excited to see, like I said, how you keep progressing. That's a whole other thing, is your strength. Your overall strength has gone up, your barbell movements, deadlifts, presses, squats, all that type of stuff. So it's been cool to see that too, man. So we'll keep putting in the work, keep being the warrior, like we say, man, and stay committed to the process. I appreciate you coming on, brother.
No worries. Anytime.